Or maybe you overcame something.
Now. Well, everybody's telling you something. When you're down the dumps, there's always one troll.
Kick you when
you're
you're
going to
down.
stay down there. You're not coming back up. Alex is up first at 833-390-KRBE. Hi, Alex. Good morning. Hello, Roula.
Alex.
Hi, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
Hi. Okay, Alex, tell us your name. Your name. Tell us your story.
Well, my name is
And
Alex.
I know, it's Alex. Tell us your story, Alex, for Look at Me Now. Good morning.
Okay, so I actually got pregnant right after my quinceañera, hanging out with people I shouldn't have hung out with.
Shame, shame. We know your name now. Shame, shame. That's what you were told, probably. Okay.
Yes. And long story short, my mother was actually one of those people that said, hey, I don't think you're going to be able to do anything with life now. I'm not going to be able to help, not with babysitting, not with school, not with anything. And I said, okay, say less.
Say less.
15 years later, I met my husband, and we actually created the software for the digital lottery screens that you see all over Houston in the gas stations.
Damn.
Hold up.
What?
Yes, ma'am.
The digital lottery screen. I'm trying to think, what is it like where I've seen the machine in the grocery store where you tap the screen to pick like maybe a quick pick you want to get or something. That's what you're talking about?
No, the ones in the gas stations that show like what scratch offs you could buy, right?
Correct.
Wow. You guys developed that? How rich
We
are you right
developed
now?
Wow.
Did you win the lottery feeling on a level money from making that?
And guess what? We're actually nationwide, so the software is actually versatile. I can make it into anything. I can make Chinese lottery or Mexican lottery, Canadian lottery, doesn't matter where. I'm actually in probably about 15 states now.
Wow, that's fantastic. So
Amazing.
you said 15 years later you met your husband. Were there any times during those 15 years where maybe your faith had just kind of faltered, or did you always believe that, you know what, I'm gonna be something?
It was one of those things where I said, you know what? I'm from East Texas, and I said to myself, I'm going to get out of here. I used to come here to Houston. I used to see the big buildings and, kind of manifesting, and just said, one day I'm going to live here. And it happened. And, yeah, I actually went to my computer career, and we presented a project, and that this was actually my project before it was actually done. My teacher said, you know what? Get out of here.
Why?
I don't even know what you're doing here.
What do you mean? Like you're too smart for this?
You don't need this?
You don't need this, correct? Because I had already coded, and we were there for the basics, just basic security or cybersecurity or whatever it was. And he's like, look, you've already found your niche. You need to leave my class today.
Wow. So how did you learn to all the coding and stuff, Alex? How did you learn to code?
You know what? I actually outsourced. I have a whole team out in Karachi, Pakistan that runs this whole thing for me. So it's one of those things where it's like, hey, I have the idea. I know how to do it a little bit, and I just need you guys to execute it, and now we're here.
Can I ask how do you find somebody in Pakistan to do this?
Yeah, how'd you find the people?
So my husband's actually Pakistani, so he was able to outsource out there. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, can I ask, you don't have to give us super details, but I'm just wondering, ballpark, are you doing pretty well? Sounds like I assume you must be doing very well if you develop software that's global.
It's doing great. It's not to the point where we want it to be at, but I'll say this: at some point, the Texas Lottery did have an eye on us. We have to have a certain amount of accounts for them. They want to buy it, but I just know the potential, and I don't want to just sell it because I know I can make a lot more.
Yeah, good for you.
Got it.
Hold out.
Oh, my God.
Right.
Look at you now. If you're just tuning in, Alex is on the phone. She got pregnant after she turned 15. And even her mom said, well, now I think your life is ruined. Even I can't help you with this baby. This is it. 15 years later, she got married. She developed this software for lottery scratch-offs in the gas stations. And it's a global thing. She can convert to any lottery for any country.
Real quick, what's your mom saying now?
Yeah, look at you now.
My mom actually lives with me, and I pay for all of her bills.
Oh, wow. That's what it do.
Instead of her paying for all your bills. Wow.
Right.
So
all of her bills. She has no worries. And actually, she sits down from time to time, and she'll say, hey, you turned out to be completely different. My daughter's actually here. She's 17. She's listening in.
Oh.
And
that's awesome.
she's like so excited right now.
What's
she
her
doesn't
name?
want to speak.
What's her name?
Her name is Amory.
Amory.
Amory, that's awesome.
No, congratulations.
Well, we're so glad
Mom.
you're making a family affair. We're so proud of you, Alex. Bravo.
Yeah.
Look
And
at
let
you
us know
now.
if the Texas Lottery comes calling eventually for real.
Yeah. And to give us some
for
money.
Yeah. I know. We are the first ones to ask for the handout from the $800 million winner in Sugarland. We're still waiting for
We're
our
still looking
tip
for that person.
for entertaining you. Thank you so much. We're doing Look at Me Now here on the Roula and Ryan Show at 833-390-KRBE. Next caller has a story because Eric asked, I'm wondering if we have anybody who was in prison who has a story of triumph. We haven't had one of those in a while, and I believe that's the basis here. Hi, welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. What's your name?
Michael.
Michael.
Hi, Michael.
All right, so you were in prison for how long, for what? Tell us all that pre-game, and then we go to the post-game.
So I got arrested just north of Chicago for carrying a concealed weapon, drug paraphernalia, and disorderly conduct.
Okay.
And they charged me with felonies, and I went to prison for 18 months. I was sentenced to 2 years, but after 18 months with good time, I got to come home. And after getting out, all my charges were dropped to misdemeanors.
Oh.
Anywhere I would apply, though, would see that I was charged with felonies. They didn't see what I was amended to, so finding work was difficult. And I went to working in the cabbage fields to just try and get some money, cutting grass, anywhere that didn't really look at my background.
Yeah.
Even when I moved to Houston, same thing. I couldn't get a job at Whataburger.
Wow.
What brought you to Houston, Michael, from Chicago or the Chicago area?
I hate snow.
Yeah, just the weather is horrible.
You don't have to shovel heat. It might be hot here, but we don't have to shovel heat. That's
I'm
for
with you
sure.
there. 20-some years
Okay,
that was enough.
so you come for a climate change of an extreme way.
What was the turning point, though? At what point did things begin to get better?
When I applied with the company that I still work for, I went in there. I did an amazing interview, and he said, provided you pass background check, you're good to go. And I just put all my cards on the table. I said, well, this is what you're going to see.
Okay.
That's not who I am. I was a kid and I was stupid. This is what you're going to see. You guys aren't supposed to be able to look at that unless you're offering me $75,000, but everybody seems to. So this is what you're going to see. He called me a week later and he was like, hey, see you on Monday.
Oh,
You're
wow.
good.
Nice.
That's awesome.
What,
I bet
what kind of job was it? What was the job?
Well, it's working on pools, servicing pools. Maud remembered me. I'm the pool man. I don't own the pool man, but I work for the pool man, and they're a beautiful company. They've taken care of me. They don't see me as my past. They see me as the silly guy who shows up to work and does a wonderful job.
Good for you.
How long have you worked for the pool man? How many years now?
3 years. 3 years. I've only been in Houston since 2019. I found you guys because Special K was making fun of somebody, and I was laughing. You guys
Was making fun of Ryan.
always laughing. So every morning, the music's not my cup of tea, but I find myself singing along now because I listen to rock up north. And then down here, you guys are just always in a good mood, always have a great time. So I have iHeartRadio on my phone all day long just listening to this station.
So do
I
the
love
birds
it.
do the birds drive you
Or
nuts?
is that a hawk? I think a hawk's like looking down on you while you're cleaning the pool right now. Gotta swoop in. Be
Do
careful.
hawks make that much
No.
noise?
The birds don't bother me. The only thing that it took me a while to adjust to is the size of the bugs.
Oh,
The
yeah.
bugs are so much bigger down here.
And fire
Roaches,
ants.
bees, wasps.
Those Texas devil
Fire
bugs.
ants, yeah.
You gotta be careful when you
Texas
get
devil
that-
bugs.
What's that little screen
The skimmer.
skimmer thing? When you pull that up, you gotta be careful with putting your finger in there.
Wow.
And what's in there could bite you.
Yeah, it's a lot going
Oh,
on
Did you
there.
drop something in the pool?
No, jump in.
Sitting in your car.
Couples Court, 104.1 KRBE.
All right, court is in session. No, I don't want to
Nice
clapping.
clapping.
I don't know.
Clap for yourself there, Judge.
Court is in session where we
There we
do something we call Couples Court here on KRBE. Go to krbe.com and reach out to us. If you guys have been bickering over the same thing over and over and you just can't seem to catch an agreement anywhere here, a happy space,
Hey,
a neutral zone.
we'll be the tiebreaker.
Exactly right. So you have to do what we tell you to do when we find
That's
out
the
what
key.
you do.
You have to
Stick
agree.
to
You
it.
have to agree if you want to be in the court.
And if anything, when you argue about it the next time, say, well, the whole Rule and Ryan show agrees with me.
Yeah, that's why we do 3 of us because
You can't break
Can't
it.
be- yeah,
Tiebreaker.
no ties.
So Cooper and Madison are the court couple today. Let's welcome them now. Good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning.
Morning, guys. Good morning. So Cooper's the one that messaged us. We're going to let him plead his case first in couples court. What's the problem?
I love Madison to death, right? We've been dating for about 2 years now, and I'm cool with it when she goes out with her friends. Like, I love that she has friends and goes do things, but I think what really gets me is when she goes out and she goes dancing, she ends up dancing with other guys, and I know how she dances, and I know what she wears when she goes out dancing with her friends, and I'd dance with her, you know?
So you are not happy about her going out with what she's wearing, or you're not happy with her going out, or you don't want her dancing when she's out? What's the issue here?
I mean, it's less about what she's wearing. Yeah, she looks amazing in what she's wearing, but it's like she's grinding with guys and like she's dancing with them.
Yeah,
you know?
that's not acceptable.
Now, how
at
do you
all.
know? Are you just assuming this in your mind? You know how men,
What's your proof?
we imagine it in our head how it plays out.
We talked about it.
And she openly told you she lets other men dance with her.
Madison, what's the deal?
I don't think that there's anything wrong with what I'm wearing when I go out or anything. Like, I choose to be with Cooper. I'm not going home with any of the other guys. You know, I just love to dance, and I love going out with my girlfriends, and it's not like I'm hooking up with any of them. You know,
Are you rubbing your
bottom against some guy's
Or
leg?
just in general, your body's touching. You touching bodies with other people that are not your boyfriend.
It's not like grinding skin on skin. It's just, you know, dancing close. But like I said, it's like I'm not hooking up with any of these people. They know that I have boyfriends.
I doubt they know. I mean, if you're in a nightclub and some guy comes up to dance, are you guys like, by the way, I've got a boyfriend, let's dance together?
But then the guy's like, all right,
He doesn't care.
you're dancing with me. That's all I care about.
They don't care about boyfriends, girl. You know that. You know you're just getting
They
this
don't
guy
care.
all
Doesn't mean
excited.
you're gonna take him home.
Like, if my girlfriend were going out and I know guys the way they think and they're up there rubbing up on her and everything and touching her on the dance floor, that would make me pretty mad.
Why don't you go with her to these?
Yeah, I like to, but it is girls' night. You know, I don't get invited. Sometimes they don't even tell me where they're going.
I'm not down with this. I'm not cool with this. I mean, what if he had a guy's night where he went and just rubbed up on a bunch of girls?
If a girl
Strip
twerked
club,
on you on Cooper, Madison, if a girl was twerking on Cooper, would you have a problem with that? I bet you would.
I wouldn't care as long as he's honest with me. I don't think it's a problem.
But he cares, and he's asking you not to do it. Can't you just make that sacrifice?
You listen, you can have a girls' night, Madison, and dance with your friends. And if men come around, you don't have to dance with them. We can dance with girls all night long because it's fun. You do not have to engage in dancing with other men that
why do you
may
have
come to do that.
Rilla's right. Why do you have to dance with guys out there?
I hear what you're saying, but I like it. It's fun to
Get attention.
of course.
This is actually not a tough one.
Not for me. I say, knock that crap off, Madison. That's not cool if you want to be in a relationship.
I mean, if you respect him, you need to stop dancing
But
with other men.
she's gonna throw that. Well, you don't trust me.
I could trust the girl all I want, but I know what that guy's thinking.
and Eric, he can throw back. You don't respect me then.
So what's the ruling, judges?
The ruling is Madison
But what were you
needs to knock
supposed-
it off or
yeah.
just break up with him.
Yeah.
Are we going to have somebody break up over dancing with other guys? I don't know, Madison. Is it that important to you to dance with strangers in a club?
No, it's not.
I mean, nobody wants to be told what they can't do.
Yeah,
I
that
get that
sucks.
part. You
Grown
don't
up.
want him to be like all caveman. My boyfriend told me I can't have fun. Yes, you can have fun. He's not protesting you going out with your girlfriends and dancing. He's protesting you dancing like that with other men.
Yeah, I mean,
Like allowing
you
it.
as a woman, Rolla, you could probably say to your husband, you know what? I really don't want you going to a strip club and having some girl rubbing on your leg.
100%.
And you
That's
being
the
your
respect
right.
factor. It's like, hey, we're not doing this. If you want me to, I'll just do it after we put all the kids to bed, and then we wash the dishes and vacuum a little bit, then I do some laundry, and then just maybe if I
And he's like, forget it. I'm not doing anything.
get it. Madison, we all agree that you really should just show some respect to Cooper and
It's
stop
disrespectful.
dancing with strange
How long
men.
have you guys been together?
He said 2 years.
It's been 2 years, and you're acting this way still.
Yeah.
But didn't this just start? So then that's another layer. If
I
it's
feel like
been
the
2
spark-
years and this just started the dance with other men, that's a bigger.
This reminds me of when I was
message.
younger, and my girlfriend of a long time, she'd go to clubs.
Dance with other guys?
Yeah, and they'd flirt, and I'd hear stories and stuff.
And then she'd bring
tell
him
me-
home, and you're like, who's this guy?
Like, who's this guy? He ain't paying the cable. But I just think that means something's wrong with a relationship.
Yep. If you can't give up the dancing, you shouldn't be in the relationship.
I don't like the idea of being controlled.
It's not like he's asking that much.
No, it's not.
You don't want him dancing with other women. I know you said you don't care, but you're only saying that because he doesn't do it. if he started doing it, you'd be like, "Whoa, hold on there, Hotfoot. What's going on
Cooper,
here?"
the manager of Treasures, texted us, and he wants to make you be a VIP.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's an offer.
I think Eric was just joking, Cooper, but
No, it's not an offer.
we're
but-
trying to make the point. So, Madison, judges rule unanimously: stop dancing or break up.
I'll stop dancing.
Thanks, you guys.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you for coming to our show. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Case closed.
This reminds me of like a month ago, we had a girl. They
Speaking
moved,
of dancing,
They moved from
But she
Oklahoma
was-
to Houston. She was stripping.
stripping. Yeah, she
because it
wasn't-
made money and he didn't have a job yet.
I mean, at least
he
stripping,
wanted her to
I'd feel
stop
better if
doing
you were
that.
stripping than that, because at least stripping, you have security. You got people watching.
Yeah.
Your mate.
Not just financial.
You're going out
security,
on a girls'
physical
night out
security
and-
on premises.
Yeah.
You know,
And you make money as a bonus,
Right.
but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, but when you're just out there in the real world,
you're twerking in a bar and some
there's
dude.
nobody watching you.
He could be casing her, following her out the club.
Somebody texted they'll be broken up in 6 months tops.
That's what I'm saying. If they can,
She said that she would stop doing it, but if she doesn't stop doing it, like I said to her, what's more important to you, dancing with strangers in a bar or a dance club, or your boyfriend's
I think that's just
relationship?
it.
She
It's
said,
all
"No,
about
it's fine."
respect. You know, if you're doing something that clearly is bothering your mate, you should respect and love him enough to where, hey, this is bothering you. I don't think I'm going to do it anymore.
Well, for those just tuning in, we asked the question, why don't you just go out with her to dance? Well, he's talking about girls' nights. He's not going to go be the crazy possessive boyfriend on girls' nights to go watch how the girls are.
No,
acting.
he's not stalking
He
her.
just wants to know that she's not going to be grinding up on some guy in a club just because she's out with her
I
girlfriends.
was like, no girls' nights, no club nights.
Because that brings up an
You guys
interesting
can go
question,
throw
though, Eric.
axes
There
and
are
stuff. You can
couples.
bowl. Other
Is-
things you can do girls' nights.
Yeah, is there a couple listening right now, or somebody listening right now who's in a relationship where the agreement is you guys will never have a night without each other? You're not going to have a girls' night or a guys' night ever.
That's why a guy like to think that because they don't have as many friends as a girl.
Yeah.
And maybe they don't have many friends.
As men
so-
get older, they don't really maintain their friendship relationships like girls do.
Yeah. Well, the thing that keeps them together with other dudes is fantasy football.
Yep.
What
That's
if
why
you're
they
not
keep
into
it, guys. That's what I'm saying.
And into that, then you
That's
got
help.
nobody. This texter says she's not going to stop. She's going to stop telling him.
That'll make it worse.
I'm telling you.
And then he's going to be thinking in his head, oh, yeah.
Because then he doesn't want to turn to that stalker guy who's like, well, I'm going to just run up on you. While
Well,
you're
I
in a
think
club
you
and see
nailed
what
it
you're
right there
doing."
earlier, Roula. Then just break up.
Yeah,
just break up then.
bail. Just bail.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. In my daughter's entire life, when I look back, I would say middle school was absolutely the worst time of her life.
Well, middle school is
It
the worst
was
time of everyone's life.
So it was
so
so
bad.
difficult to watch as a parent. You know, when I showed up to school, she'd forgotten her lunch and she was just sitting by herself while everybody else was
And
doing.
think about it.
their
We
own
all go
thing.
back. I think 7th grade is probably the worst.
Yeah,
I don't know why that's such a tense
Because
year.
we're all, then that's when you're about 13, right? That's when
Yeah.
puberty hits and
It
stuff.
got
Your hormones
so
are changing.
bad. Y'all got so bad.
Jealousy.
I took her out of that school.
Yeah, a lot of people
You
do that. A
wouldn't
lot
be
of
the
I took her out of the school, and then she flourished at a new school.
So we're talking about middle school friend drama specifically. We are not talking about being bullied by kids that are not in your friend circle. What is something that people don't speak enough about is when your friend circle is so tight, or like you feel safe around these 2 people you've been growing up through elementary school, or 4 people or 6 people, and then for some reason something happens and you're ousted, or or they've ousted somebody. Like, are you the parent that found out your kid ousted the kid you've known since kindergarten? You're like, what? What happened? We're friends with their parents. Like, what happened? Mark is up first. Mark. Hi, Mark. Good morning.
Hey guys, good morning. How you guys doing?
Good morning.
We're talking about the insanity of the middle school friend drama and how the smallest thing can turn everything upside down. What happened in your case, Mark?
Well, it was a little bit after. It was actually in 9th grade, right?
Okay.
So my friend, my daughter, not my friend, my daughter had her really close circle, maybe 5 or 6 girls that would come over the house and everything, hang out all the time, eat lunch together. So my daughter got invited to one of her friends' quinceañeras, like little
Yeah.
16.
Yep.
But that's for quinceañeras for Hispanic. So she got invited to this place. Nice place, really nice atmosphere. So we were thinking about do the quinceañera for my daughter. So we decided to go to that place because she said it was really nice, blah, blah, blah. So we go there, and we decided to do there. So my daughter tells her friends, hey, we're going to do the quinceañera here. Once her friends find out that we're doing it in the same spot, she got so mad that he told her, oh, you're being a copycat. Why are you doing it there? and then basically she just started talking, bad about her to her other friends.
That's crazy.
And basically now they just oust her out.
Picture. Oh my God.
From being so close, none of the girls now talk to her. She's got to eat lunch either with the counselor. She goes to the counselor's office, or she told me the other day because they moved the counselor somewhere else, her counselor. Now she has to go to the third floor just to sit on the hallway because she can eat lunch.
Oh my
God.
Mark.
I'm sorry, Mark. It hurts your heart.
That's the insanity of it. The girl already had her event at that venue, and then your daughter said, I'm going to have mine here too. She's not trying to trump her.
Now, could Mark talk to their parents, or is that over making it worse?
Yeah, Mark, how are the parents handling this? Because your daughter has been friends with these girls for a long time. Their parents know that your daughter has been friends. How are they handling this?
Do
the other ones know?
I don't really think even they know. At this point, we're just trying to, just be supportive for my daughter and be like, you know what, don't worry about it. This is what really shows what true friends are in this type of situation.
But I'd be embarrassed as a parent if I knew my kid was doing something.
Yeah.
I'd want a parent to tell me, that way I could talk to my child and say, what is going on with you?
Stop this.
You've been loyal with these people for years, and this is how you act? This is not how you act. As a parent, we're there to guide them through mistakes and through things. I know at that age,
yeah.
You can't change their feelings, but you can at least talk to them and find out why they're feeling that way.
And then what did you find out when you talk to them that your child is guilty of XYZ things? Then how do you handle that? Because everyone wants to think that, oh my God, I don't want my child to be the bad kid or the source of the sore spot. But you talk to them, and then I don't know, y'all. This is so convoluted.
But then you talk to them and tell them, they'll be like, you don't understand, or
they do.
They get it.
And to a certain degree, they are right, because these kids are growing up in a different world than what we grew up in. Social media did not exist when we were their age.
I talk to parents, and it happened in 1994. It happened Sam, it happened to you, you said. In that world. 7th grade was awful.
7th grade for me, too. Terrible, right?
So I don't think it matters.
It's something about 7th grade.
It just sucks because you can see what they're doing.
But I think
TikTok and stuff.
It has gone to a whole new level with cyberbullying. And I'm not trying to veer off the topic here.
But this isn't bullying. This is just like...
It's gone to a whole new level on social media because you see what those friends that you are friends with are doing without you.
Yes.
That they are going to places without you.
It takes all doubt away.
Yeah. Jen is up next. We're talking about middle school friend drama or your kid's friend drama. Good morning, Jen.
Hi, good morning, Roula and Ryan, everybody.
Hi. So is this about your child or your own childhood?
No, it's actually my child. She's just in 7th grade, and actually took her to therapy yesterday because of the same topic.
Because of this topic? What happened?
Yes. So she's a very sportsy kid. She loves sports. She does like tennis and volleyball, and she just made a volleyball club, and she's very excited, and she does soccer, and she does track. She does all the sports, right? So I don't know what happened with her best friend, but this kid, she's not a kid because I'm not going to talk about a 12-year-old, right? But she's just a kid that's very intense, and she's very possessive, and she just didn't want my kid to do anything but be with her and hang out with her. And then my kid was like, okay, I can't do that because I have stuff to do.
Right.
Oh, so the other child was too clingy.
Yeah.
But couldn't she talk to her? Like, if you knew, you could tell her, hey, I want some space. Did she tell him that?
Yes, and she did, but then she's like, well, if you're not talking to me like the way she wants it, I guess, then we're not friends. And that was it.
And that was it.
She's
She
like,
got
okay,
dropped.
I'm not friends. Yes. So, like, okay, I'm not your friend anymore. And then she moved tables. She moved lunch tables, and now she's the other friends. But then she told me, Mom, with these other friends that they're actually in my soccer team and they do sports, I kind of feel left out because this is not, they're my friends, but they're not the friends I hang out with every day, you know? So she was really bummed out.
That's by force where you're going to find the new friend you hang out with every day, but that really stinks because there is no gray zone in middle school. There is no a little bit like it's either all or nothing.
Yeah.
Like that girl wanted your daughter all the time, and when your daughter said, "Well, I don't have time," well, we're not friends then.
Would you all say
That's a
that
weird
that is the age where cliques form?
No, I think it was before that. In my world, it was, God, I feel like cliques formed. Sam, what grade would you recall a clique? I remember 4th grade, there was a clique.
I was going to say, even in elementary school, it's like those are the friends, and
I think
you
let them-
either hang out with them or you don't, and then when you don't hang out with them, it's like...
But don't you have like a close
You
friend,
get
Sam? Maybe some
excluded.
kid, but you have different interests. So you like soccer more, and your other friend wants to play tennis.
Oh, yeah,
So then-
absolutely. That's how my
There are
best
things that
friend
divide
was.
you.
Close, but then that divides you a little
We
bit.
were all friends throughout elementary school, and then middle school, something happened, and we stopped being friends.
Yeah.
Doesn't make
what was
sense.
the something that happened? Do you know?
I have no idea.
See what I'm saying? It's
No
so-
idea.
it's so crazy.
Went to high school together, everything, and was not friends in high school.
And that's the thing. You don't get
it doesn't
answers.
make sense. I don't know.
But was it because your high school is big and y'all just didn't land in the same classes? Because you can't pick your classes sometimes. You can't pick who's in your class.
But she was like a neighborhood friend. Like I would walk to her house after school. Like she lived super close to me. So
Just
I don't
fell
know.
apart,
Yeah, something just happened and we just stopped being friends.
That last caller, though, I like what she said, that she took her child to a therapist. And look,
Well,
I
guess
don't-
what, Ryan? The counselors just got fired from the entire school district. They're taking all the counselors
Well, I
out.
know, I know.
So
but
where
I'm
are you
just
going to
saying,
find one if you can't pay for one?
Some counselors need to
Sometimes
be fired.
it works
I know
for
a few
people.
counselors.
Sometimes it doesn't.
I'm not talking about the school counselor. I'm talking about if you have the ability to take your child to a child therapist.
Nothing
It's
wrong.
very helpful. I mean, my
them
daughter
talk.
would not mind me saying this out loud, but she went to one at that age, and it helped a lot.